Yo, 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 what up, Bitterbird tweeps? I'm here in lovely Wildwood, New Jersey, here for the week. Wasn't sure if I was going to make any videos this week, but you know me, I'm always doing something. And the video I'm going to make today, all right, so here we go. Opposing fan bases right now have no idea how good the Eagles are. Like, no clue. None. And this is something I'm really starting to figure out, because last week I was going at it with Falcons fans. This week I'm going at it with Saints fans because of the Kamara thing. Like, these Saints fans think that they should have won the Super Bowl last year. Every single one of these teams, fan bases, are delusional. Every single one of them. They all feel like they're entitled to their Super Bowl championship. They didn't beat the champs. The champs are the Eagles. They are not a fluke. They are not a fraud. They are the champs. They had the best record in the NFL last year. They were the only team in the NFL to be top 5 in both offense and defense. They were not a fraud. They were not a fluke. They were the best team in the NFL. And they're going to be the best team in the NFL again this season because they're even better than they were last season. It was not a fluke. It was not a fluke. That defensive line is not a fluke. See, opposing fan bases, they take a look at our secondary, right? And they look at what New England did against them in the Super Bowl. So when you don't pressure the quarterback, the secondary can get exposed a little bit. And that's what the Saints fans were saying. Well, if you couldn't stop Tom Brady, how are you going to stop Drew Brees? Well, first of all, if the Saints would have matched up with the Eagles in the NFC Championship game, the Saints would have had to score 38+ points. And it would have had to even be even more than 38 points because the Saints defense is not the Vikings defense. So the Eagles would have put up like 45 in the NFC Championship game. The Saints weren't going to win that game. They weren't going to win that game. Come on. These Saints fans, these Vikings fans, oh, they all think the Eagles are a joke, a fraud. They have no chance of repeating, all this. Every single fan base thinks this. The Eagles are getting disrespected once again, and I love it. I love it. Added motivation. You know, those dogs over there, they're not hungry, they're starving. They're starving. And Carson Wentz is the hungriest dog of them all. So, hey, if they don't want to appreciate the greatness that is the Philadelphia Eagles, that's fine. That's fine. Because they're going to get a dose of reality this season again. Again. I mean, where is the weakness on the Eagles roster? Tell me. Where is it? Are you going to tell me secondary? That's what the fans are, the opposing fan bases, like, that's their argument. Well, your secondary stinks. Well, guess what? If your offensive line can't protect your quarterback, it don't matter how bad that secondary is. Because if you're not protecting him, you're not going to get the ball to those wide receivers. Sure, the Eagles struggle a little bit more against teams with quick passing games, like the Saints. But as I explained, they were not going to win that NFC Championship game. That offense was humming. Doug Peterson came with a game plan to implement a lot more RPOs. So that Saints defense that would have came to town in the NFC Championship game, you would have had to deal with that and that onslaught. Because the stuff that we saw against Minnesota, we did not see the week prior against Atlanta. Cowboys fans, they are still comparing Dak Prescott to Carson Wentz. That argument is over. Stop. There's not even an argument for Dak Prescott and Nick Foles. Nick Foles is better than Dak. Alex Smith is better than Dak. They're all better than Dak. Dak stinks. Jeez, Dak Prescott. But you take a look at this Eagles roster, man. They can run the football. They have that amazing offensive line. You know, that's the thing. It's like, if Carson Wentz has a bad day, they can run the football. This happened against Dallas. Carson Wentz struggled in the first half. They began running the ball a lot more in the second half. Eagles romped them in Dallas. You remember that game in Big D? Completely blitzed them. That's why this Eagles team is so special. Because if they struggle in one area, they can just go and just flip the script, go to a completely different game plan, and still win the football game. A game like that Oakland game last year, where the offense, they were trying to figure everything out before the playoffs. Offense struggled mightily, obviously. But it was the defense, 5 turnovers in the second half. Defensive line just completely obliterated the offensive line of the Raiders. I mean, every game they were just doing something. This team was clutch last year too, obviously, with the defense. They didn't allow a go-ahead score in the final 2 minutes of any game last season. None. Patriots, Super Bowl, strip sack. Brady always gets it done in the final 2 minutes. Not last year. So let them keep disrespecting. Let them keep hating. At the end of the year, we're going to have a second ring. And we're just going to do this with both rings on it. See you guys.